up, y'all? It's your boys, Beatrice.
And Gigi.
WWE GG in the building, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Today we got biggest WWE bloopers and fails of 2024 so far.
Bloopers are fun.
Yes, they're super fun. I really enjoy bloopers and fails, so this should be fun. Let's just get into it. Like, subscribe, let's go.
The worst WWE botches of 2024 so far.
Wow.
Number 10, Carmelo Hayes lands right on his head. A SmackDown match in early
Everyone's screaming in
2024
my ear,
left
y'all.
everyone concerned that Carmelo Hayes had just broken his neck. Hayes was wrestling Austin Theory, and as Hayes was sitting prone on the turnbuckle, Theory would lead up and attempt to perform a move that looked to be a Spanish fly. Unfortunately, this backfired and Hayes landed right on his head. There was instant concern, and the sound audibly left the arena as it seemed like a certainty that Hayes was badly hurt. The referee immediately jumped into action and checked on both men, and the seriousness of the botch was on full display as Grayson Waller broke character to look incredibly concerned. WWE did the right thing by instantly calling the match off, and WWE would later confirm that there was no substantial injury suffered, and both men were ultimately going to be okay. Number 9, Superplex. Since making his WWE debut, Logan Paul has mastered the art of pro wrestling. Logan is a natural at the physical art form, yet even Logan isn't immune to botches. Logan was defending.
I think that's crazy, man. Shout outs to, I never really seen that videos of Logan and the other Paul or whatever. Shout outs to those guys, man. They started off as freaking YouTubers, and now they're in WWE. The other one's doing box. Like, they started right where we're at. Now they're freaking right there. So, like.
And Jake.
The other one, Jake. It shows you, man. This platform can take you anywhere you want it to go, man. We
US
might be
title at SummerSlam against LA Knight, and when LA went for a superplex on Logan from the top rope, there was a clear miscommunication. Logan failed to rotate correctly for the move, so he took what was in essence a variation of a brainbuster. It looked brutal, and he was even reported after the match that Logan was banged up. The botch aside, this was no doubt one of the strongest matches on the respective card, and a ton of credit should be offered to both men for pushing past the botch and delivering the best match possible. Number 8, Zoe Starks' unfortunate landing. The Money in the Bank ladder match is one of the most dangerous matches imaginable. Ladder matches are dangerous enough, yet when you add up to 8 people in the match, it's naturally going to be chaotic, and it's always going to lead to a botch or two. At this year's Money in the Bank event, one of the worst Money in the Bank botches of all time occurred, as the talented Zoe Stark managed to spike herself into the mat with a ton of force. In the match, Stark would attempt a Samoan drop on Lyra Valkyria onto a ladder, and this was completely missed. But this was only part 1 of the botch, as part of Valkyria's arm landed on the ladder, and she was clearly in considerable pain. But then Stark attempted to flip in the ring and land a move on a prone Valkyria, but she seemed to lose her balance and spiked herself on her head. It looked terrifying, and it was well.
Golly, that looked painful. She said, I'm alive.
Snuck that louder.
The back of her head.
News when it was confirmed that Stark was okay after the match. Number 7, Randy Orton's shoulders are up. Under the old era of WWE led by Vince McMahon, it was rare for them to reference botch match finishes. However, in the new era of WWE led by Triple H, the audience are treated with respect, and this means that if a botch finish occurs, then it's likely going to be addressed directly. The finals of the 2024 King of the Ring saw Randy Orton take on Gunther, and the match was on course for being considered an all-time classic, but that was until an unfortunate botch finish. The finish would see Orton deliver a trademark RKO, and Gunther managed to kick out whilst targeting Orton's bad knee. During Orton's moment of panic and pain, Gunther would transition Orton into a pin for the 1-2-3. The finish could have been tremendous, however, it was apparent that Orton's shoulders were still up, so the referee simply shouldn't have counted the pinfall. It took the WWE commentary team a matter of minutes to address the fact that Orton's shoulders were up, and Triple H would subsequently issue a statement on the event itself addressing Orton's shoulders were up, and he stated that he would commit to delivering a rematch for the fans. When Gunther became world champion at SummerSlam, the next night on Raw, Triple H followed through on this promise. Orton would challenge Gunther to a match for the world title, and Orton would directly reference the King of the Ring finish. This was a great touch of continuity, and it was incredibly rewarding as a viewer to witness WWE actually see something through.
That was literally what, yesterday?
Yeah.
Golly, we missed that?
Yeah, that was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
That was 2 days ago.
Golly, okay. On Peacock. Alright.
Number 6, Jade Cargill slips. And Jade Cargill was thrown into the deep end on the main roster, and whilst most of her performances have been good, there have been some notable botches during her time in WWE. At the Clash at the Castle event in Scotland,
Man, she got
Cargill
2
went
more?
through an incredibly rough few minutes that raised questions that she may not even be ready for the main roster. Cargill would receive a hot tag, and when she leaped up the ropes for a springboard, she awkwardly slipped and fell. Cargill tried to recover, yet the next few minutes of action weren't exactly stellar. Shayna Baszler would lock in her submission-based finisher, and for whatever reason, Cargill began to tap out. This wasn't the match finish, and Michael Cole and Corey Graves had no choice but to address the tap out.
Ooh, so she wasn't even supposed to tap out.
but she was like,
Like-
help, help.
That's messed up. Hey, man, not everybody built for it, man.
Yeah.
She just slipped out. The girl showed it a little bit too hard. She's like, oh no.
Maybe she just like had so much like,
adrenaline.
yeah,
or
but
something.
it was
She
just like she was freaking out or
yeah,
something.
man, like first I just fell in my match. Now you trying
Yeah.
to choke me.
It was theorized by fans that Cargill was informing
No.
Baszler to use
Chris
the
says
hold.
just-
In relation to the springboard botch, WWE evidently believed that the botch was significant enough to take action. As things stand, the spot in the match which featured the springboard has actually been edited off the WWE network entirely.
Dang.
Number 5, Seth Rollins' sit-down interview. When Seth Rollins returned from injury early in 2024, WWE aired a sit-down interview between Rollins and Michael Cole that aired on the kickoff show to Money in the Bank. This interview was well received, yet WWE made a huge blunder the next month when it came to this specific interview. The SummerSlam pre-show featured a snippet of the supposed new sit-down interview between Rollins and Cole. The interview discussed Rollins' role as a special guest referee in the CM Punk vs. Drew McIntyre match, and eagle-eyed viewers noticed something was really off about the interview. The interview was filmed at the exact same time as the Money in the Bank interview. WWE didn't even try to hide the fact that it was the same venue, and even Rollins and Cole were wearing the exact same clothes.
Wait,
Whilst
what?
not a huge deal.
Wait, what? What did I miss? They said something. It was. Okay, it was. The interview was going on during the match.
No.
Okay.
In hindsight, it did virtually break kayfabe, as in theory, Rollins knew he was going to take on a guest referee role at SummerSlam before he had even wrestled at Money in the Bank. Number 4, Tongaloa's botch debut. A wrestler's debut featuring a botch is never a good sign. This was unfortunately the case for the debut of the Tongaloa character at Backlash in May of 2024. Loa would debut during the finish of the Bloodline vs. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton's match, and fan footage greatly exposed the botched debut. Loa would roll out from under the ring late, and this meant that the referee had to improvise and roll out of the ring.
Oh, he rolled out of the ring himself.
A towel also fell off Loa's head, so it appeared that Loa was supposed to debut with a towel on his head, which was obviously going to lead to a big reveal. Number 3, the low blow. The main event at 2024's Money in the Bank show saw a super team consisting of Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens taking on the Bloodline. A key spot in the main event matchup saw Tongaloa interfere and deliver a low blow to Owens. A low blow is a basic wrestling move that is really hard to mess up. Loa somehow managed to botch the spot.
He just punched
He
the
didn't
butt
understand
crack.
This botch
Full fist in the butt crack.
That's the same guy though that didn't make it on time to pull the referee out.
He's messing up. This man, how you mess up a low blow? He punched him right up his butt. This is wild.
received major criticism,
Because
and it was a
Justin
talk
gave
of social media
prostate.
discourse during the show. Unfortunately, Loa botching the spot has been a trend that has been present since his debut, and hopefully the Bloodline member stops botching on a consistent basis, as
Yeah,
it's
he's
slowly
messing
becoming
up.
a running
Nice.
joke online
He's
that Loa's
looking at
going to
everything,
botch in
bro.
whatever match he competes in. Number 2, Damian Priest's
That one was
foot gets
bad.
tangled.
This one?
A
No.
clash at the
Yeah,
Castle
that one
saw
was
Damian
bad.
Priest defend the world title against Drew McIntyre, and the match featured a truly horrific botch that luckily didn't lead to injury. During the match, Priest would ascend over the top rope, but his foot got trapped in the ropes. Priest and McIntyre would then work together to avoid injury, yet once Priest was free, it was obvious that Priest was in a great deal of pain.
Yeah,
Priest
look
spent the
at
majority
that.
of the match limping, and during the post-PLE press conference, he would even state that he felt like trash. Whilst it seemed like a guarantee that Priest would have some type of injury coming out of the
legs all
match,
caught
it was
up.
later
Yeah.
reported that he was okay and had been cleared to compete. And number 1, the botch pin.
Okay.
A botch during a world title match this year was so newsworthy that Triple H had to address it directly.
Jesus.
During the
Sorry.
Damian Priest vs. Seth
No.
Rollins world title
No.
match at Money in the Bank, Priest would seemingly forget to kick out of a move. This instantly impacted the quality of the match, and it was obvious that both Priest and Rollins were furious that the botch occurred. Triple H discussed the botch on a post-PLE press conference, and in a wholesome move, the head of creative was quick to defend Priest from any criticism. Human beings in the ring, mistakes happen, things happen, it is what it is. It's funny for me now looking at that. If that was something I was involved in as a talent,
'Cause he
I don't
didn't
care how
kick
good the
out?
rest of it
I
was.
guess
That
because he
would be
didn't kick out. That's what I'm guessing.
Hmm.
He was supposed to, probably. Maybe he
all
was
I would
supposed
think
to
about.
win.
And to me, it's a shame that that's all people will talk about, and that's all people will hit Damian Priest with. While he had a phenomenal performance tonight, but a bunch of people will attack that, criticize that, comment on that. Speaking on the New York Post, Priest himself addressed the botch, and according to the former world champion, he didn't actually forget to kick out, meaning it still remains unclear where the blame actually falls.
He's like,
The
I
idea
didn't
that I
want
forgot
to.
to kick out, that's not a thing. We don't forget to kick out. 20 years in, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of muscle memory there, so me forgetting was not the case. There was nothing outside that was supposed to happen. It was a matter of there was a situation, but I'm okay. Everybody's fine. The story continues. It doesn't
wonder what
affect anything.
happened
then.
The
If
show goes
you
on,
don't
and I think
forget.
guys are very
Then
invested in everything
is he
that's
just
going on.
chilling?
The ones
Yeah.
that matter knew the situation,
Resting.
and nobody
Maybe he's
was
just
stressed
tired.
about
Like, I'm
it.
ready for
It
this
was
match to be
move on.
done.
Who do you think is responsible for the botch?
Oh.
Let us know in the comments down below. And I'll see you
Or
next
like,
time with some.
unless he just has such a big ego, he was like, no, I didn't forget.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
That might be it. Some of them probably just don't want to admit they messed up. Nah, I
Yeah.
ain't forget. That's how it was supposed to go. Triple H is tripping. I was on the script, brother. I don't know. But yeah, man, that was some interesting ones. Interesting
Yeah.
bloopers and fails. Yeah, I think.
The funniest one was where he hit the guy's butt.
Yeah, when he put his whole fist in that guy's butt cheek was hilarious. That was funny. What's his name? Tonga Loa or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on him, man.
that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta let us know what the rest of the video y'all want us to check out next. This is fun. When is WrestleMania? Did we already miss that?
No, I think
Okay.
it's like next year
Okay, I gotta check it out. I
in
gotta check
like
it out.
March or something.
My boy Travis Scott and Rey Mysterio tag teammates this year, so we gonna check that out. We'll see where we're finna go home. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he don't put his fist up someone's butt. Y'all gotta let us know what y'all want us to check out next. It's your boy Tris.
And Gigi.
Peace.